This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Andrea Bertale, how are you doing, sir? And Mr. Danny Stories, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Good morning to you all. We're taking a quick little trip to Jersey this morning. Figured I'd take the copyright hit because we're going to have a lot of highway driving, so it's a little early for me to be talking out of my butt. So every once in a while, I'll probably just throw on the radio, have a little background music going. No way to monetize, so it's really not too big of a deal. Hello, hello, hello. Good, Andrea. Happy to hear that. Andrea, I heard some of your background. Forgot what show you were on. Maybe with Stiggs. I'm not sure, but interesting background you have with teaching or training IT technicians. That means you've got a noodle on the top of your head there. You're not just a coat rack. And Rodri, how you doing, man? Thank you for coming back, and I hope the name Rodri is sufficient. Hope you well. We're going to Jersey. We're on the Beltway. I'm going to lower this a little bit. We're on the Belt Parkway, heading west for Staten Island, I have a 10 a.m. appointment, which my GPS tells me I'm going to get there at 9:58. So, got about 50 more minutes to this trip. This will be a quick one. Hey, Lori Love, how you doing? Good morning. On the Belt Parkway, we're going to go through Staten Island, go over to Jersey. Got to go to Northern Jersey. So, a little 50-minute trip. I'll probably mix in some music, some radio music, just because we're going to have a lot of highway driving. I'll take the hit on the copyright, no big deal. Because I'm not expecting a large crowd. And like I said, it's going to be mostly highway driving until we get into Jersey. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Andrea. Mike Geff. Mike Geff. No, that's what I was saying. We're on the belt, so you'll see the buildings pretty soon because we're on that. We're just passing by Flatbush Avenue, so we're in that Marine Park section, Floyd Bennett Field. I actually heard another channel discussing Floyd Bennett Field, which is right down here, which is true, which is where the bombers and the jets were taken off during World War II. So this is the the southernmost coast of Brooklyn. And this person needs to get off their brake. Killing me, man. Come on, you're killing me, lady. You're killing me. You're just killing me. Got to get in front of you. You just brake check me for no friggin' reason. Okay. Yeah, Mike F. See, Mike F. That was funny yesterday. You wrote that comment. And just after you wrote it, I'm thinking, and I'm like, wait a second. So he's up to the part where I pull over. Like, he hasn't gotten up to the part yet where that person just decides to start beeping for no reason because they thought I was in their lane, but I wasn't. I was in my lane, but because there's no line, well, you know. It's close enough. Okay. Raj. You know what? I'm going to stick with Rodri. Since I'm close enough, let me just stick with it before I mess with it. Rodri. And Danny Stories. Thanks for hopping in, Danny Stories. I hope you're doing well. So there's some buildings in front of you, Mike F. Those would be the buildings of, you're going to start to see the buildings of Coney Island in front of you. Off to the left is going to be Manhattan Beach, which Tommy Stiggs had mentioned the other day. Brighton Beach off to your left. Coney Island off to your left. And we'll come into Sheepshead Bay now, and we'll be engulfed with buildings pretty soon. And then we'll go to Staten Island, and there'll be no more buildings again. So enjoy the ride, guys, really. Again, I'll try to throw some music on, make it a little bit more of a morning show, you know what I mean? But I thank you for joining me.
Discover new country
See what we got coming on here.
The
I have the highway on Sirius XM. It's apropos, no?
We've been burning both ends, keeping the lights on. So I've been thinking we need a little time alone. Would you say we cancel a plane?
Hey, Edwin, that is actually what I used to do. I used to do that for a living. I worked for a company. We were Uber. Small family-owned company with actually, you see this black truck right in front of us? I drove something very similar to that. I think that's a Suburban. So just like that, we drove one of those and a Lincoln Town Car, and I did all those types of special events. So, in all honesty, the quote-unquote skill of being able to engage in conversation while driving in this mess is something I've been doing since I'm about 15 years old, and doing people from out of town and trying to keep them feeling safe in the car and all that jazz. But when I have that Rolls Royce that you keep wishing into the air for me, I'd be glad to chauffeur around anyone. I would even take that I want the S-Class. I told Tiendu I want an S-Class. S63 AMG. And I hope everyone's well. Ah, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is so usually when you see me, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, our time. But right now here, our time, it's 9:12 in the morning, 9:12 a.m. I heard you mention, Andrea, that you've been everywhere. You're in Hungary now. You had mentioned a few different spots in the states that you'd been. I think you had said Jersey. Very interesting. So this here is this we're coming into Gravesend, Coney Island on our left. That's the subway overhead that just passed. The baseball fields to the is off to the right by the MTA yard. We're heading west. Tiendu! How's it going, Tiendu? Slacking over there. Work, are you? And in the middle of that's what I figured, in the middle of a concrete pour. How you doing? Thank you, Tiendu. Appreciate it. Making the capital of me. It looks like the traffic is holding off. This is before school starts. Some private schools have started already. And those of you that don't know, here in New York specifically, we typically after Labor Day, which is why then our school ends at the end of June. Like my daughter hasn't gone back to school yet. She goes back to school after Labor Day. And then they get smashed with the Jewish holidays where she's off like the 26th, the 27th. A whole bunch of holidays come up. But then her last day of school is until the end of June. I know in other parts of the country they're out by May, but they're back already right now. School stinks. It's too long. You should be home with your family. Ridiculous. There's the Verrazano Bridge coming up ahead. We're going to be going over the Verrazano. But you're here. That's cool. You just cut me off. It's no big deal. That was really that really put you in a great position, guy. That like improved your lifestyle so friggin' much. Cutting me off like that. Unbelievable. We'll get behind this cop. Should we speed behind this cop right here? There's a cop right here. Let's hope he's not on duty or he's not patrolling the highway. He should have no issue with me. I'm not driving like a complete moron. Turn the light up to 10, the whiskey turns your thing, going off the deep end. Made a couple new friends. Darts playing pool and we're acting like fools while we all pretend that we'll keep in touch forever. We'll never grow a paper on to take that invitation. Hell, what's your reputation? Fort Hamilton. Fort Hamilton's off to the right. Many people might recognize. This is now the neighborhood of Bay Ridge, Dyker Heights, off to our right. But this is an actual active Army, I believe Army base. Fort Hamilton. Roma food. There he is. Good afternoon in your part of the world, I'd assume. Chusak. Chusak. Yeah, no, at the end, dude, I said today I'm going to bite the bullet this morning. I'm not expecting a huge crowd. I'm going to have a lot of highway driving, a little quick trip with Skip. So I'm going to play some music in the background, get a little music going, a little morning flow on the highway. Yeah, we'll bite the bullet in terms of the copyright activity. I'm getting on the Verrazano Bridge now. Verrazano Bridge is going to take us into Staten Island. This is great morning. Not too much morning traffic yet. That's where I was going with that conversation, is that this is the last week before We have non-school related traffic. Chew, okay, that works, Chew. I like that New York City lingo when you drive. Mine's a little more colorful. Yeah, I try to. You see the New Yorker come out. It's funny. I was saying it even when I took this most recent little trip down to Tennessee, and I spur of the moment went golfing, and I ended up on the golf course with two locals from Tennessee. And before they knew or spoke to me or knew anything about me, whatever, they were just coming up, and I was going to be part of their group. And one of them goes, "I reckon y'all with us," and I'm like, "Yep, yeah, I'm with us." But it's funny because then they didn't use that word again with me. They didn't use reckon. Like reckon is not a word that New Yorkers use. I reckon you're gonna do this, or I reckon you're gonna do that, or sit that right there. No, we say sit it over there. We don't use the correct word, set. Yes, set it there. But anyway, Verrazano Bridge, going into Staten Island on this beautiful Thursday morning, first day of September. I'm not too happy about it. Not too excited. It was the first day of September. Yeah, the Verrazano Bridge is a massive span. It might even be the longest span in America. I should probably know that statistic, but this might even be the longest. It might be longer than the Golden Gate Bridge. That's very cool, Jeff. So you know Fort Hamilton. I believe it's $16 now with an Easy Pass, Lori Love. There might be a sign coming up telling me. When you do it the easy, you don't even remember. You can't even keep up because it's just hitting the bank account, and they charge you more without the Easy Pass. And it might be 20. It might be, because the George Washington Bridge and the tunnels and all that is 16. So this has to be more. Let me see if there's a sign up here. They don't even tell you how much it is. They just mail you the bill. They don't even tell you. Yeah, I don't know. So this is the Staten Island Expressway, Shaolin. Shaolin for us locals. Shaolin. Or some people call it the dump. Just kidding. Just kidding. BK Shaolin don't come in here. Just kidding. Welcome to Staten Island. Yeah, Staten Island will get a bit hilly. Definitely will. Alrighty, so Staten Island Expressway. We got about 40 minutes. Ooh, we got a little traffic building up over here. My ETA is right at 10 o'clock. I don't like my ETA being when I like a couple of minutes, process myself. Oh, 10:01 now? Ugh. All right, well, if this guy in the Denali figures out that the pedal is the one on the left, hold on. Discrepancy and controversy over the spelling of the bridge. They just uh, respelled it. They had spelt it wrong. Mr. Stiggs, how you doing? I'm coming to your territory. I'm coming in. I'm coming in for the invasion, Stiggs. I'm on the Staten Island Expressway. I'm coming west. The Gothels is right in front. The Redcoats are coming, Stiggs. The New Yorkers are coming. Coming for the Garden State. Andrea, you'll like, if you haven't already, Andrea, check out Roma Foods channel. Check that out. You will enjoy that. The bada bing. A bada bing, how you doing over there? Staten Island Expressway, heading to Jersey. There he is, Shaolin. What's up, man? Hope you well. Was it? Did you just get a notification, Shaolin, or did you hear me talking crap about Staten Island? Which was it? Or did the algorithm hear me say Shaolin and it kind of was like, oh, let me alert Shaolin that BK is on, and you got the alert. Tommy Stiggs, my destination is Route 17. Um, Route 17 in, well, not too far from where I work in Karlstadt, Meadowlands area. I have to go to a spot on Route 17. This guy in this minivan to the right is seriously going to hurt someone. He's going to hurt someone one day in his vehicle, the way he drives. And this guy in this pickup truck to the right of me ain't having it. He's just not having it. Yeah, he's just not having it. He's going to try to get in front of him, and it's going to be an ugly situation. It's funny, BK Shallon. Yeah, no, I was saying I'm in Staten Island Expressway, heading over to Jersey. Paramus, Teterboro. Yeah, well, Teterboro is kind of, yeah, in that direction, Tommy Stiggs. I have to go to a car dealership over there. I got to get this windshield that you're looking through. I got to get it replaced. So I'll have a fresh windshield next time I go live. So I guess that's probably Paramus. I'm just gonna ride the GPS. I don't really know that area too well. I know from where I work near the Meadowlands, it was like 7-8 minutes away. Which I always confuse Route 3 and Route 17. Route 17 has all the mall and everything. Construction here in this HOV lane. Hey, at the end, you looking? Or Big Lou, you looking? See, no flag men, nothing. We're just driving right past these guys. Of course, I got a whole bunch of people in here. My plan was I didn't think anyone was going to come in here. My plan was just to play music the whole time. Take the copyright hit and have a nice day. But look at this. We got a nice crew in here. So I'll talk to you guys. Maybe I'll just snip out the beginning, even though it doesn't matter with the copyright claims, right? If I'm not monetized, if it does get to the point where I'm monetized, then just that video you won't make any money on that video, or you can just out the parts with the music. So, but since we got a little crew in here, if it slows down, I'll throw the music on. Again, I feel bad. I feel like I'm trapping you in my car here on the highway, just looking at the friggin' Staten Island Expressway. Coach, hope you well. That would be, well, Coach, my eye prescription, my left eye is a negative 8.50 and my right eye is a negative 8. So if you know anything about like eyes and stuff like that, I'm a negative 8.50 in my left eye and a negative 8 in my right eye. So the windshield would probably be bulletproof, first of all. It'd be so thick. And no one else would be able to see out of the vehicle. Mobland, hope you well. But yeah, this is as you all know, the tranny went on my previous work car, so I had to replace that. Had the commercial van for a few days, and then they got me this thing, but they got it with a crack in the windshield. We knew this, so I knew I had to bring it back to get it fixed. But we were in the rush for the vehicle because I didn't feel like driving that Co-Train style creeper van around for that much longer. So I had to. Well, let's get over here. We got to get around this guy. Construction vehicle over here. At the end, dude, what's this guy doing over here? Big Lou, what's he doing over there? Oh, my ETA just dropped by 5 minutes. That's good. I don't know if it's taking me to Tommy Stiggs. Which way is this thing taking me? It's going to take me up the turnpike. And I assume like there's going to be an exit. See, yeah, but I think I get off the exit for Route 3. So that's why I always confuse the two of them, Tommy Stiggs. I don't know that whole area. You got all of your different routes, and it's insane, Jersey. We got blocks. We got blocks, streets, avenues. You guys have routes, highways, townships. It's chaos over there in Jersey. But we'll be in Jersey soon. Yeah, Roma food. That's funny. Yeah, the big green United States. You'll see a plane coming over right to left. That plane just left Newark Airport. See it right now? Yep, right there. Middle of the screen. A little fender bender off to the right here. So this is the Goethals Bridge, the new Goethals Bridge. They've redone this. Used to be a itty bit of a thing. Tight, narrow lanes. They redid the Goethals not too long. Mendez, how are you? Good morning. Hope you're doing well, Mendez. Yeah, truck drivers are crazy. Just ask lip gloss. We have anyone new in here? Joe Delamora? I don't see Joe Delamora, but if you're here, hello, sir. Goethals Bridge. Look at this crew I got in here right now. 29 people. This is awesome. Who's from Jersey? Tommy Stiggs is from Jersey. Look at this BMW in front of us. I know we have a few car friends. Roma food. How about, see now, Roma food. Remember last time you were pointing out the BMW in front of me? And I said, yeah, but what if it's in the M package? So this one in front of us, let me see if I can tailgate him a little bit. Man, he's going to fly away from me. That's the MX-5. You can see by the, I don't know if you can see the side view mirrors. They have the true M side view mirrors on it. Now that's a vehicle. All right, welcome to Jersey. Jersey. Woke up this morning, got myself a gun, done myself a gun. Do, 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 do. You just humming the Soprano song in your head as you're coming into Jersey. So Turnpike North. I know that much, Stiggs. I know I got to go Turnpike North. Looks like there's a little backup on the Turnpike as we get up there a little bit. Let me text this other chooch over here. Okay. We pay our toll. This is one of the most ridiculous toll booths ever created in the history of mankind, especially if you have to go south. Because right now, if my easy pass, no, don't fly away from me. If I had to go south, I would have to merge all the way over to the right now. And this truck wants to come left, we'd have to go right, but thankfully we're going left, so I don't have to get all the way over there. But imagine having to get all the way over to the right to go south. You're kidding me. Not that I haven't done it a million times. Alrighty. We paid our toll with our easy pass, and we go. Turnpike North. You get this little cluster here where the truck's got to go right, the car's got to go left. Because in Jersey, for some reason, they like to segregate the cars and the trucks on the same highway. I mean, we do it in New York too, which is asinine, but you guys do it on the same friggin' highway. Yeah, it looks like it, Stiggs, but it looks like I got 24 minutes. 17 miles I got to go and 24 minutes to get there. Man, I wish I had more time. You know, it's funny. I love maps, Rodri. I love maps. I love geography. I was speaking about it with Andrew Curry, who comes into the chat a lot. You might see a plane taking off on the right. That just took off from Newark Airport. But I love geography. I love maps. I can just go on Google Maps when I'm bored and kind of just look around and look at different areas and then street view it and put myself into those places. I love maps. So a lot of times, even when I'm speaking to you guys and I'm telling you where I am, like even if I know, like, hey, like, yeah, like Roma, or you from Wales or Roma food, you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm under the assumption that you might be sitting there with a map, because you know what, I would do that if I was watching this channel and I wasn't from around here. I'd probably have a map open at the same time, and I'd be listening and I'd be trying to find on the map, not in a creepy stalker creeperish way, but just to get the lay of the land. Because right now, like I could tell you, if you look at a map, you'd be able to find out where I am. I just crossed from Staten Island to Jersey over the Goethals Bridge, and I'm now on Interstate 95 heading north. Another plane taking off on the left, coming right at us, leaving Newark Airport. But I'm on the Jersey Turnpike, Interstate 95 north, just north of exit 13, the Goethals Bridge, Staten Island. That would be cool, Tommy Stiggs, because actually I've been thinking of trying to put something together to the beginning of Welcome Back, Kotter. You know, obviously some of the aerial views would be tough to pull off, but that first sign, Welcome to Brooklyn, I've actually used that as one of my thumbnails. So that would be a pretty cool thing if you could pull that off, Mr. Stiggs. But just back to that, Rodri. I've Google Maps, and I love maps. I'm a big fan of maps. I can visualize the map in front of me. Like when I'm speaking to you guys, I'm telling you where I am. I'm seeing it on the map. Newark Airport right to your left. IKEA to the right, the world famous IKEA. I gotta call this chooch. Hey. Let's see if he answers me back here. Jersey Turnpike. Yeah, this is I-95. So I-95, Interstate 95, part of the Eisenhower Interstate System. 95 stretches all the way from, down in Miami, South Beach, and it comes all the way up through New York City. It then becomes the George Washington Bridge, and it goes all the way up through Boston and all the way up to Maine. So if you want to travel the eastern seaboard, you would have to do it via 95. But you can go all the way from, Maine, Boston, Providence, then down into Connecticut, New Haven, and then into New York State, New Jersey, down very close then through Philadelphia, D.C., Baltimore, Richmond. After Richmond, you don't have much, but then you're going through the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Then you hit Florida, you hit Jacksonville, Florida. And then, down 95 takes you down the east coast of Florida to South Beach. Look at this traffic getting off over here. Mod on, Mr. Stiggs. What over here with this traffic on 78 to get on 78? Why everybody want to get on 78 for over here? And they got the cop pulling people over there on the exit. Unbelievable. Scotty Briggs. Yeah, those areas that I don't know well. I know they exist. I could probably find them on a map, but can't say I know them too well. You can do that in 50 shorts, definitely without getting in trouble. Or if you just drop something using that the copyright, it's just something that he wouldn't be able to make any money off of. He wouldn't be able to monetize. I don't know if I don't think it would negatively affect the channel. The case with like the live, like right now, if I had music in the background, they're just gonna want me to clip that out or not make money off of it, but not negatively impact the channel. Oh yeah, and Stiggs, yeah, you have that connection. I know with Ralph, and he hooks you up with the music. That's right. You get the non-copyrighted, like the slightly, I don't want to say altered, but I guess that's what it is, altered, or just a slightly different version. Here's our little backup here. A little bit of traffic here. This is where all the trucks. This is where the trucks merge in with the cars now here.
Taking shots like it was nothing, did the running, and you loved it, yeah, you laughed out loud.
Yeah, the music that you do, you've got it figured out. That's funny. You do have it figured out. Yeah, I run with Google Maps. As long as you know how to interpret it, know when it gets a little funky every once in a while. So I have this vehicle has the CarPlay, the Apple CarPlay, so the Google Maps pops up right on the screen on the car screen. It's great. Well, you too. Yeah, there's a pretty cool history behind the interstate system. It was part of what made America America, in that America was really designed to be a bunch of nation states under one umbrella, really, right? Like it's that's why Texas is the size of friggin' Germany or whatever. But federalism, uh, the concept of having 50 individual governments or 50 individual states that fall under the umbrella of one nation. Eisenhower designed the interstate system so that you can transverse all those states freely. You have a way to drive wherever you need to drive, or get goods wherever goods need to go. And also, there's a very interesting fact about the interstates is that when they were designed, there's numerous spots that are known to the military that were designed to be straight, long, flat for a certain amount of space. In the event that we had to fight war here on the mainland, we would have landing strips everywhere for the military to use. So the military has a map of all the interstates of the country, and they know where at any point that highway could be shut down and that could be used as a landing strip. So the interstate system is very unique. It's very cool because it's theoretically what it's doing is it's a system, say, that's supposed to, if they created a system that was highways that brought you to every country in Europe, that's what the interstate system does. It brings you to every state in America besides Puerto Rico. Whoops, sorry, uh, Alaska and Hawaii. Um, Although you can drive to Alaska and then pick up an interstate once you get through Canada. Tommy Stiggs, thank you, and I really appreciate your kind words for sure, Mr. Stiggs. I know you don't pull any punches, or I shouldn't say that. You don't bullshit people. I'm not gonna say you don't pull your punches. BK Shallon's finest doesn't pull his punches. He'll just tell you you fucking suck. Stiggs, you would just stay away, right? What is this? So I appreciate it, Stiggs. Thank you. It's cool. You guys are speaking of that highway over the pond. Awesome. Glory love. All right, we're getting through this little bit of traffic here. Looks like we got another little jam up coming up there, but GPS is now still telling me 9:55, so perfect. If I could actually have 5 minutes, I like to be more than 5 minutes early, but we'll take the 5 minutes. Thirsty over here. You know what's crazy? I haven't even had coffee yet. I have not even had coffee yet. Good morning. Good morning, Twitch. How you doing? On the Jersey Turnpike. We're going to 16W, Stiggs. 16W. New Jersey 3 West. Easy pass up here still. Co-train, you are right about that. You are right, and baseball is what instilled that into me. You're on my coach, the coach the coach, Mark Cassetta, Bayside Yankees. He'd see someone coming in, we were supposed to be there an hour before game time. And if you were walking in at exactly an hour before game time, and you told him, yeah, I'm on time, he goes, if you're on time, you're late. What on time? If you're on time, you're late. I don't know if any of you guys that acts me giving him that accent just runs me. Guys have to check out, if you haven't already, on Paramount. Now, I don't have any streaming or whatever the hell. So every time I go to a buddy's house, he'll throw on an episode just here and there because he knows I'm useless when it comes to funny. The guy that's live streaming is useless when it comes to streaming services. But on Paramount, The Offer is what it's called. The Offer. The Offer is a 8-9 part series about the making of The Godfather. Just that whole time period, from the time that the book was written by what was his name, Palazzo. From the time the book was written to the time that they start filming The Godfather. And if anyone that's seen it, I think I just sounded like the CEO of Paramount. He's a crazy bastard, this guy. He's a crazy, I think he's an Austrian, and he talks like this, and he's fired, get him the fuck out of here. Ming Stiggs, what's up with this traffic right here, though? Dead stop? This usually doesn't happen. I don't like this. I don't like this dead stop on the turnpike, to be honest with you. A little ridiculous. You got this truck in front of us? Oh, what a disaster. What's bad is that Google Maps isn't even picking this traffic up yet. Thinks the traffic is further up. Mario Puzo, that's right. Hey, Lefty, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're well. Hope you're doing all right, Lefty. Yep. Puzo, right? Puzo wrote the book, and then they got Francis Ford Coppola to direct. What's very interesting, what I found the most interesting, it's interesting to see how certain scenes came about. That's fascinating because you'll see, even like where they filmed. They didn't film in Sicily. They went to Sicily, and to their surprise, they ran into some wise guys there, and they couldn't film in Sicily. That's the one part I find a little bots, as Tommy Stiggs would say, because they had major. What I find most interesting about the show is the organized crime aspect of it, and the Frank Sinatra aspect of it. and all that. But they were dealing with major pushback in New York City. They didn't want them to film here, and it was Joe Colombo who allowed it to go on. But then Joe Colombo had Crazy Joe Gallo coming after him. But that's all in the show. They show it all in the show, and they don't do it in like a corny, like analyze this type mafia way. It's not like Goodfellas, and in that it's not as but it's not done in a cheesy way either. You know, Joe Colombo looks like Joe Colombo. He's a little goofy, you know. He's got the uh, uh, who else is the one that the older guy that's telling Colombo to calm down? Gambino, Carlo Gambino. He's in it too. He's the one telling him, "Oh, don't do this Italian league," you know. And Colombo getting shots part of it. Very, 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 very cool story. But anyway, back to Jersey. The Meadowlands is going to be on your left. We're going to get off, you know, we're basically getting off the exit for the Meadowlands, right? Route 3, Secaucus. The weeds of Secaucus. These are them. The weeds of Secaucus. Another doozy of an exit here. The weeds of Secaucus. New York City skyline off to the right. You guys probably can't see it too well. It's just behind these trees. So we're gonna be getting on Route 3. We got about 5 more minutes. I'm talking about the show is called The Offer. It's on Paramount, and the show is about the making of The Godfather. You know, around the time of the making of Godfather 1, which was early 70s, I believe, right? But the show that I've watched is called The Offer. All right, so I got to take Route 3 West. Route 3 West. I don't know where I'm going. So Stigs, don't laugh at me. Route 3 West. I know we're about to see the Meadowlands right now. Giant Stadium, the Meadowlands. We got football season coming up soon. Labor Day weekend. The Meadowlands will be right in front of you in 2 seconds right now. There's the Meadowlands. Jersey Meadowlands. Or as we like to call it, Giant Stadium. Giant Stadium, but the Jets also play there. All right, this Honda's got to go, so I'm not just hanging out to the right of this tanker, so lip gloss doesn't get mad at me for hanging out to the right of tankers, just right next to them. There's the practice facility. I know Stig showed you that one time. All right, guy, come on. Let's figure it out, buddy. The Quest Center. All righty. Route 3, I guess. Now, what do I got to do here now? Oh, no, this is... Yeah, so okay, now Route 3, and now I got to go to Route 17. Yeah, Route 17 up here. Rutherford, Lyndhurst, Clifton. Knew a girl from Clifton once. Or twice. Let's see. $17 North. All right, this is me right here, no? $17 North? Yeah, $17 North. Okay, $17 North. Jersey. They just got to complicate it. Why do you got to complicate it? Can't make left turns. You got these things yielding here, yielding from there, yielding from here, lanes ending, lanes beginning. Freaking crazy over here. Look at this. Roadwork, the Endu. Lou, look at this. Look at this. They even do it like this in Jersey. Although I feel like I see more they take better care of themselves in Jersey overall, but still. All right, I don't know where I am. Ask Tommy Stakes, because I don't know. Route 17 North, Jersey. I know I'm Bergen County, right? I'm not too far from my destination. Know that. Right lane exit only. We don't want to exit yet, I don't think. So I think I'm in Rutherford. I'm actually, well, if I am, that's, yeah, that's what the map says, Rutherford. Yeah, now I'm entering the borough of East Rutherford. What do you mean borough? What do they mean I'm entering the borough of East Rutherford? Stiggs, can you help me out a little here? What do they mean borough? What do they mean by this word borough? Did I fall, knock my head, and end up back in New York City? Borough. I'm in the borough of East Rutherford. See, that would have been part of our fake beef, Stiggs. I'm like, what is this with the boroughs? You guys don't have boroughs? I'll see if I can pull over. I'm gonna have to end it real soon. I'm very close to my destination. Yeah, no, I know, Stiggs. I know. Many people don't realize that. I guess obviously because New York City, the five boroughs are pretty well known to say the least. But fucking borough. Yeah, a borough. I don't know borough. What borough do you have? Kidding me? Look at this, Jersey. I want to make a left turn. Look at what I got to do here to make this left turn. Look at what I got to do here in Jersey to make this left turn. Like, are you kidding me? You couldn't just let me make the left turn? And you can put me over here in a lane I don't want to be in an undesirable lane. I don't want to be in this lane. All right, guys. I actually do have to shut it down now. I'm about to pull into the spot where I need to go to. Yep, the Borough Weehawk, and you're right. No, I know. Thank you so much. Tommy, thank you. Scotty Breaks, thank you. Rodri, thanks, bud. Thanks for engaging in the conversation with everyone else. Twist. Yes, that looks great. That's right, Twisting. That's also how they did it. Sorry if I missed comments also. I'll see how the afternoon goes, what time I'm leaving here, what the traffic looks like. I'll take everything into account, and I'll see if I'll do a trip leaving here. I might not. This ended up way better than I thought I was, so I'll probably end up just clipping out the music from the beginning of it. I thought I was just going to be playing music the whole time, but this has been awesome. Thanks, Twist. Thanks, Cuz. Joe Delamora. Everyone. Thank you. Maybe I'll see you later. Maybe not. But again, have a great day, all right? Peace, everyone.